Hello guys, today we are discussing about a project, a calculator by using React. First of all, we create a file index.html. In index.html, we create a div of root in which all other files comes, all our data comes from the source file. And source file, we create different files like app.css file, app.js file, index.css, index.js file. In index.js file, we give our body structures by using HTML and JS functioning by giving JS. Here first of all we render the root div. Here we see that const root is React DOM created by elementary get id name of root, and also we render an app in which all the functioning of our calculator come. We go in our app file, app.js file, in which we give all the functioning like how when we multiply which event is occur, when we divide which event occurs, all these things comes under in our app. And in app we give different states like operand 1, null, all these things are giving how the operand, null, and all these things are working, we give here in our part. In app part, when we click on like when we click on the divide button, the how the divide button is go and work in our calculator, all these things are mentioned in our app.js. And in index.js we give the body structure and the functioning of JS. And functioning of JS means we give how the event, on click event, all these things are work. And after doing all these things, CSS part, like in CSS part, here we see our CSS part. By giving our CSS part, we see here we give the designations, how our project is look like, background color, all these things we have CSS part by their class names, id names, or different methods. Now I explain how our index.js part, CSS part, and app.js parts is working on our project by seeing how our project look like. Here we see our calculator, in which we give the HTML part for giving the structure to our calculator, the main div. And in the main div we create another div in which we give all the other sections, buttons and clear buttons, log, x, all these things are here giving. And app.js work is here. When we click on all these and we click on multiply, it multiply the 2 digits, all these things comes under all these types of functionings we give in our app.js part. Index.js part in JavaScript part work is when we click on click functions, add event listener, when we click on the buttons, how the buttons are working and all these things are working is given in our index.js part. All these things, app.js, index.js, CSS, all these parts goes into the root div which we create in index.html file. And after doing this, all our function, all our project is ready. And now we see how our project is working. Here we multiply into 9 where we get our result 72. Now clear button is properly working, cross button is working, and all these things, and calculator look like better and attractive. All background colors, all these things we see a very attractive. And finally we create our calculator project by using the React. Thank you guys.